Hello everyone, it is afternoon on Tuesday and I am been working in my classroom. So I was actually here yesterday, but I wasn't able to vlog very much. I was actually helping my other two partners be able to get some of their bulletin boards and some of their paper and things that are going up in their walls ready to go. So very excited about it. I'm going to show you some pictures here. So I have been working with them now that it's Tuesday afternoon. I have a huge mess because I actually had my son empty out all of the drawers so that I can get them organized. I told you guys that this week was going to be a little bit more about organization versus me like decorating. I think I'm pretty much done for the decoration piece. Haven't quite figured out what exactly to do with this wall. I almost want to just leave it because I feel like I have a little bit much going on in this room. So I am going to be going around kind of simplifying different little areas. I felt like I had like too much stuff that was up on the counters. So because I have a lot of going on the walls, I'm going to go very minimalist on my countertops. If you are reversed, like if you don't have a lot going on your walls, I would do a little bit more like decor as far as like on your countertops and make it look a little bit more put together and pretty. Ian is at my mother-in-law's working on a dragon right now, so he is helping her with that. I just dropped off Blaine with his father. I let him get some work done this morning, and now it is my turn to finally like get some work done. So Blaine is at home with his dad. I have peace and quiet. I'm very excited. I'm gonna put my audiobook on, and then I am going to start cleaning out my supplies that I have all over the place. But first, I want to show you guys what I got at the Dollar Tree. So I think I went a little crazy at the Dollar Tree. So I told you guys that I'm organizing all of like the supplies that are going inside of the drawers that my son dumped all the way out because I needed to clean them out. And I told you guys, I think in a few vlogs back, that I love these containers from the Dollar Tree. And they had more clear ones, so I stocked up. Got 3 of the sizes. I got the medium, the little small ones, and then I also got big ones. I got a ton of those. So I love those. And that's what I'm going to use to organize all of that junk. I also love... like if you don't have these, you have got to get these because they're amazing. I love these little dry erase pockets. Like you can insert any kind of paper. Love these. Y'all, they have them in like 3 colors. I think I saw them in red, yellow, and then the blue. I picked up 12 of the blue. I have a ton, but I just wanted to pick up more because I really love these. And then I also found these butterflies. I'm not sure what I will be able to kind of do with them. They look like stickers. Let's find out. They are. They're stickers. They're literally stickers. But actually, that might be good to be able to put up in some spots over there on the board. So I found these little stickers of butterflies. I thought those were cute. I figured, why not? It's $1. So I did that. Also found these little tea lights that I was gonna put inside the lanterns that I have over here. And then I saw these as well, and I thought these would be cool for something, and I have no idea what. But I picked up 2 of these like candlesticks. Thought they were nifty. And oh, I bought more of those, so I guess I bought 2 of those as well. And then the last thing that I got, because I absolutely love these folders. So Dollar Tree has these really cool folders like this that has a pocket. Y'all, seriously, it's the greatest thing ever. So it has this like pocket here that you can put stuff in, and then it's like, I'm almost done, give me 1 second. And then inside of it, it has 2 pockets. So really cool zip, open it up, has 2 pockets. I thought it was nifty. I picked up a ton of those just cause don't know what to do with them, but I thought they were cool. So I do want to say that I need to give myself just a little bit of credit because y'all can't like sit here and judge this hot mess that I have going on. Mainly because what happened was, I feel like I'm trying to like make excuses for myself, and I probably am, and I'm gonna be okay with it. But what happened was last year when I first got into this classroom, I remember moving here August 1st, so I had all of August, and I think we actually started school a little bit sooner than what we're starting this year, maybe like a week sooner. 2 weeks sooner. So I didn't have a ton of time to be able to get my entire classroom set up. Plus I had moved everything from Alabama, so it was crazy like stuff everywhere. It was so insane. But I didn't have a ton of time, and I really wanted to focus on getting like the classroom itself like presentable for the kids. So I ended up like stuffing things everywhere. I remember just throwing them into drawers, throwing them into cabinets, and I didn't have everything completely organized. This year, my room is way more set up than what it was last year. So I'm taking the time to be able to do some organizing. At the end of the year last year, I was able to get a few closets organized and things, and just kind of things and getting some of the things with like labels put up, that type of thing. But now I'm like tackling this huge thing. So let me show you guys the plan that I have going on. Y'all, all this stuff here came out of the two, actually it was probably 3 drawers that were here. So this top one, I bought a bunch of the containers from the Dollar Tree, and I've just kind of combined them into a little area, and I'm putting just regular school supplies. I do let the kids come in here, so like if they end up needing to get envelopes, index cards, anything like that, they can come in here and be able to grab whatever they need. The second drawer they are not allowed into. So what I did was I put all of the crayons that I got, all of like extra post-it notes. I have my rulers, the different colored highlighters, I have pink pearl erasers, more index cards, and then scotch tape inside of this one. And then the third drawer, I have some anchor charts that I've made. This one I use for when I teach informational reading. And then I have a ton of my sentence strips. I have some of the bigger paper. I can't remember the sizes of these, but these are the huge ones. I don't know. I have some of those in there. Ooh. And then here I have all of the extra chart papers. And then in the bottom I have more of just things that we didn't want to get rid of. So we have just like posters. We have some other posters in there. We have huge pocket charts that are in here too. So that kind of stuff is in here. So now what I am focusing on is I'm kind of going through all of this stuff and either trashing it or sorting it into one of the top 2 drawers. So that's kind of the game plan here. Ooh, it's so stressful. All right, but look how lovely this looks. It'll look even more lovely once everything's kind of put into its place. I might put some Velcro and like put Velcro down so they don't keep moving. That's actually a really, really good idea. I think I'm gonna do that now. Check out this fix, guys. So I put some Velcro down. Now this sucker doesn't move. Look at that. I may do that with a few of them, maybe not all of them that are in here, but at least they won't move around, which is such a pain. So now this one will be able to kind of clip inside of it, and this one won't move either. Yay! It works out perfect. Velcro, guys, if you have things that are moving around and you want to like keep it stuck, put a little bit of Velcro at the bottom and it'll stay. Cool tip. Y'all, I am pretty impressed with myself because I pretty much got everything put away. Kind of. So, but look at that. That stuff needs to go other places. That is not bad at all. Like, I do have some other like little bits here and then some here. But when you open up this drawer now, for the most part, it's organized, I promise. I do need to get a few more. So there's like bits and pieces here that just wouldn't fit. So like I need 2 of these for scissors because I have, like a lot of these are like decorative scissors. Do you see that? So, and I don't want to get rid of them. So I need another one of the big ones for that. I need some more smaller ones for some of these other little pieces. Like I have these rulers that we use for like testing. But yeah. So, but for the most part, everything else is pretty organized. I do want to separate the highlighters into the different colors because we use those for our editing and writing. So I want them to be very specific, and we use them in reading too. So I want those separated into their colors. But then I have like my vis-a-vis, my markers, my 2 types of like binding tools. These are like my fun markers that I love. Like some of them are the Sharpie ones and then some of them are the scented ones. These are all of my expo markers, rubber bands, extra glue sticks, which y'all realize I don't have any glue sticks. What in the world? These are for file folders to be able to label them. I have extra little badges in case I forget or need to switch out because of my outfit. I can change out my badge. This is random. That needs to go here probably. Index cards, loose index cards at least. And then these are like all types of little bitty sticky notes, ring clips, what are these called? Push pins. We have paper clips. Those are the markers. Expo markers need to get separated. I have this tape that's on these little rollers. This is for the sign, like the light sign. But yeah, y'all, like I did pretty well for myself. Like that's impressive. So that's what that drawer looks like now. Oh, stinking tape. Maybe the tape's not gonna be able to fit there. All right, so now there's that. And then this one pretty much all still looks the same. It's super heavy because it has so much in it. But yeah, I am really impressed with myself. So that's kind of what's left over. I need to get all this stuff cleaned up and then I'll be done. So what's gonna happen right now, I'm gonna have to cut this. Today is gonna get cut a little bit short and I am so sorry for having to do that. Look at my hair, look how funny looking it is. Ugh. Maybe I just need to flip it down so I stop playing with it. Anyway, like I said, that's my husband. So like I said, so today's gonna get cut just a little bit short because tomorrow is Ian's first day of school for 5th grade. He starts a little bit sooner than we do, so he needs to go get shoes. So we're gonna go and get some shoes right now and then let's get him ready for bed. So that's kind of the game plan. I think I'm gonna leave just a little bit earlier, wrap this stuff up. I'll have to get more containers at the Dollar Tree tomorrow and I'll be able to finish this little project, but then I can move on to doing some of like my binders and some of the file folders and all that other junk that I have inside of my classroom. So I'm gonna wrap up. I'm gonna head out. Maybe I'll see you guys later, and then if not, I will catch you guys in the AM. You guys notice anything? Look at that! My dining room has been painted. How cool is that? Love it. We still haven't done the other pieces to it. That's not gonna happen right now. So we're just trying to get everything decent, semi put together. I don't know. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday morning. I sent Ian off to his first day of 5th grade. Can't even believe it. It's just so crazy that my child is in 5th grade. I remember when he was so little, he was so chubby and he was such a cute baby. And he had so much hair, he was adorable. So now he's in 5th grade. I have little Blaine with me and we're gonna head off. And we're gonna head off to the school. We're gonna spend some time there and work together. I'm gonna come back a little bit for lunch and then drop him off, and I'll have the rest of the afternoon before I have to pick up Ian from school. So we're gonna go off and do that. I look a little bit more put together because I just filmed a video that needs to go up tomorrow. So my face is looking good, but I just thrown whatever and I'm okay with that. So let's head out. Let's go to the school and tackle some things that we need to get organized. Update on the whole air conditioning situation. So apparently they're missing some pieces. So we still do not have air at the moment. Therefore, everyone is grumpy because we're all hot and we can't get anything done because again, we're hot. Blaine went to go and play with a little friend of like my partner's daughter. So he's out screaming in the hallways. And I was able to at least kind of get a few things organized. I did make myself a list of some things that I need to go and get. So I need to go to the Dollar Tree and I also need to go to Target. 2 different places that I need to go. 2. Let me show you guys what I have so far. Look, like this is actually looking really, really nice. I am very pleased with this and how it's coming out. So I put like just generic little supplies inside of here. This will have some erasers which I need to put in there. I cut them in half and I put them in there. This one I need to put something else and I can't remember exactly what I put in here. Maybe paper clips or something. So the kids can be able to get to that. I always put this one to be able to do pencils that need to get sharpened. So they'll just put those in there and then I will sharpen them for them because I do not allow them to sharpen pencils during the day. Not happening. This will have their paper so that they can grab paper that they need. This is just cute. I don't know. It has no purpose. I have our pride, which is up here. I love the little pride letters. And then I have a dictionary and a thesaurus here with a lamp. Maybe I should turn that on. Okay, where's it at? There we go. All right, so that's what I have there. That's looking good. This has kind of consolidated down to this. All like this amount of stuff. A lot of this, I just need to figure out where it goes, if it needs to get thrown away, that kind of deal. So I'm gonna go through this. These are all empty containers, so I have to put those somewhere. Those are my dojo rewards and dollars. I don't know if we're still doing dojo or not this year, or if we're doing like the dojo rewards. So I'm kind of putting this off in a basket and putting it away for right now. But y'all, like for the most part, my room looks fairly put together. Look at that. Oh, I need to show you guys this. So sorry. So check these things out. The school had 2 planters, which we're going to be using these because we're doing our project based on planting and gardening. And they gave them to us. So I put them here for right now until we figure out what to do with them and where to put them and store them. But I thought that this was so cool. How awesome are these? I can't believe the school actually had this. So the kids are going to base their designs based off of this. And to be able to create more to put outside in our courtyard. Love it. And then all of this stuff needs to get put inside of binders, which I'm going to work on a little bit later. I am going to go to drop Blaine off in just a little bit, have lunch, and then I will go to the Dollar Tree, Target, and then I need to bring my silhouette so that I can work on my binders here at school, because I don't want to take any of that home. I have enough work that I need to be doing at home, so that's kind of the plan. All right, I'll see you guys in a bit once I have this mess cleaned up. Wait, let me get my keys.
I'm going to leave you.
You're gonna leave me? No, Blaine, don't leave me. Come on. You ready? What do you got in your hand? Butterflies.
Flying away.
Watch out for the poop. Let's go.
What's that one?
It's poop. Lots of poop right there. Watch out. Can you jump? Woo! Careful. We are headed to go to Target to pick up a few things that we need. My husband also needs calamine lotion because we realized that when we were gardening this weekend, he got into something poisonous, which I thought were like really pretty berries. Yeah, no, they're not. They're poisonous. So he's got like a huge like poison nasty arm. So I need to go and get him some of that because we found out exactly what it was. So I'm gonna go get some medicine for him, pick up a few things that I need for the classroom, also get Taco Bell. That is important. I have to have Taco Bell, and then I will go back home and have lunch with my family.
How are you?
Thank you.
Whenever you're ready.
Hello everyone and happy Friday. We are headed to Ikea this morning and I am in the car. I decided to take a pee break. So stopped at a gas station and I have little man over there with me. Say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. So I have little man with me today and we are gonna head to So we are gonna head to Ikea together and do some shopping for both the house and the classroom. And Blaney's gonna be my little bitty helper today. Let's cross our fingers and hope that he helps. So we're gonna, okay. All right, so we are officially at Ikea. Baby, are you excited? You excited? Okay, crocodiles. So we are at Ikea. I'm really excited to be able to do some shopping, be able to get a couple of pieces for the house and then also for school. So I'm gonna go in, do some shopping, and then once we get back home, I'll show you guys what we ended up getting. Go. Bye! I have been back home for a little bit. Let's start that over. Y'all, got a bunch of stuff from Ikea. I'm not gonna lie, I spent a little bit too much money at Ikea. And if some things would have actually fit into my vehicle, I would have gotten them as well, but they didn't. So I'm making plans with some friends. So hopefully they will bring those things to the house because I have no vehicle that will fit that stuff in. But that's for another day, another time, another story. So anyways, I wanted to do a quick little haul showing you guys all the things that I got. Some of them are for school, some of them are for home. So it just kind of, I'll talk you through it all. So the very first things that I'm going to show you guys, and I absolutely love these. And I know for a fact that I have the plate somewhere, but I can't find them. It's those little colorful bowls and cups. Now listen, I'm using these for home, but I actually have some of these that I use for school as well, and I love them. I sort any type of supplies inside of them, and I think they look so cute. You can even use these for some like counting jars, or if you want to have the kids be able to put cutting pieces inside of them. I think they're cute. They're really cheap. They're not, I mean, everything is cheap in Ikea, right? But super durable. My kids go through them so much, and we use them a lot in the house. So I got the bowls, I got some cups, and then I also got, where are the plates? And I got the plates as well. So I like to keep these on hand, especially with my kids, because at times there are some times where I just don't want them carrying around my really nice plates that I just bought. So they get to use these. Something that I found that I thought would be a really great idea. So we have a lot of plants in this house that are becoming a huge part of our everyday type routine. Well, one of those everyday routines is going around and watering those plants. So I got a nice little plant watering can to be able to water the plants. My little boy loves to help with that, and I think it's really sweet that he likes to do that. So hopefully this will make it a little bit easier and we're not making as much of a mess. Y'all, it's really hard to put water inside of a fern. Like I make a huge mess when I'm doing that, especially when I'm watering the palm as well. Like water just tends to go everywhere. So hopefully this will help. And it's just aesthetically pleasing. Okay, let's see. I also got some really nice rags to put inside of the kitchen. I guess I say rags, but they're cloths, dish cloths. Dish cloths to put inside of the kitchen. I always like to buy cloths everywhere I go. I feel like these are something that I tend to just go through so much. I put a new one. I put about 2 new ones out every single day in my kitchen, and I like to just have a ton of them on hand, especially when I go, you know, a week and a half without washing clothes like I have recently done. So this one is really nice. It comes with one that's like has really thick stripes. This one is the checkered, that's just light blue and like a white cream, I guess. I don't know. I think they're cute. It came with 4 of them. It matches my decor because I've got a lot of blue and white. And I like it. I think they're cute. So I bought a bunch of these. I bought a pack of these just to keep adding to my collection. I'm telling y'all, I bought a lot of stuff. Also got these, which I was at like the cash register and I said, okay, I mean, I can't help but like try them out and see if they actually work. So these are plugins that will actually allow you to put in and plug in your phone. So it has like the USB. You guys see that? That's what they look like. You plug them in, USB. So I figured I'd give them a try. I bought one for here and then I bought one for school. So I'm gonna tell you guys once I've tried them out for a while to see how well they actually work. Because there are some of these that you will buy and they are not as great a quality, or they don't charge as well as some of the other products out there. So excited to try these, and they were at the cash register and I said, why not? Let's try it out. Okay, you can't go to Ikea without buying some type of a plant. So of course I I purchased 2 new plants because, and these are the fake ones, y'all, not the real ones, because they came out with some new ones. They've like upped their plant game, which I've been very impressed with. So here's this one. It's so cute. It's wild. I like it. I don't even know how to describe it. It looks like fingers. And then I got one of the other new ones that they have, which I think is really adorable. So bought 2 of these, well, 1 and 2. I bought these plants. And then I also picked up 4 of the cans. Y'all, these were 49 cents. So you can't beat that. To be able to put these inside of, like that, I think that's precious. I also got them just for some other plants that I have like around the house that could really use something to go in. So picked up 4 of these because they're 49 cents. Again, why not? I think it's gonna rain outside, y'all. Okay, something else that I got that I thought was so pretty, and I was a little bummed out because they didn't have the smaller one, but it was this, it looks like, I'm gonna call it the Beauty and the Beast flower holder, because that's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of where the rose sits in Beauty and the Beast. Well, they had a smaller version as well. I didn't have any more of the smaller version, or at least I couldn't find any more of the smaller version, but I did get the larger one because I thought it was super cute. I was thinking about putting some succulents or something inside of it. I don't really know. To be honest, I had plans on buying some type of shelving while I was there, and then I ended up talking myself out of the shelving. So this was supposed to go on the shelving. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this. It's probably just gonna sit in storage. Oh, everything's okay. I did not break it. Okay, so it comes with a kind of a gold bottom, and then it is that glass top. See, look how pretty that is. Y'all, this is really nice. I like this. Now I really wish that I would have found the little one. There's always another day. Always another day. So far, I think the majority of that has been for home. I really haven't gone through anything that I've gotten for school. So let me pull out a school piece. And if you've been watching me for a little bit, then you know that I had an Ikea trip that I went to. And I purchased one of these to go on my shelving that I have inside of my classroom. And what I use it for is I place like all types of word work, because it kind of gives me another little shelf inside of that shelf. Does that make sense? Because it sits right underneath it. I can still fit books down here, but then I can also use the space that's kind of in between it. So I've been storing a lot of word workstations, so I want to add to my word workstations so that I have like another place to be able to store them. I don't want to have a ton of clutter out on top of my counters, so I figured, you know what, this would be a great opportunity to purchase another one of those, and it evens it out. Y'all, I'm all about making sure that everything's like even, it's cohesive, and one side matches the other side. So this is that chance for me to be able to kind of even it out on the shelves, and then also gives me another spot to be able to add in more of that word work stuff. And they're pretty. It's like a pretty gold color. They're really easy to put on too. These are called, I don't even know why I'm going to try to pronounce any of it. Calyx. Don't think that worked right. I'm not even going to try anymore. Sorry. Okay, so I needed to get 3 different stools. And I looked at some of the wooden options. The wooden options were really expensive. So I was like, you know what? I don't think I'm going to do that this time. I'm going to keep scrounging to see if I can find things on Craigslist or find things on Facebook Marketplace. But I wasn't about to buy any of the wooden shelves that were at Ikea for the price that they had it, because I feel like I can find it for a better price on Craigslist or Facebook Market. So here's what I did for the meantime. I went on ahead and just picked up those like $5, they're $4.99 stools that you put together. They have them in black and then they have them in white. Unfortunately, they did not have them in black when I went. They were all taken. So I went on ahead and picked up the white ones because they didn't have the black. And I'm gonna be okay with that. I needed them because it's gonna go inside of a little nook that I have in my classroom that'll be a working space for some of my students. So I picked up 3 of these because you just have to have them. I think I'm gonna do like the things that I'm most excited about to the very last, and I'm kind of sort of hoping that my husband's super sweet and kind, and he'll want to put these up for me so that I can show you guys in this vlog. If not, you'll have to wait until next week. So we needed to get a few more curtains inside of our house that I needed to pick up. The living room right now doesn't have a ton of curtains, like it only has 2. It really needs to have 4, and then myself and my son's bedroom needed to have 4. So I needed 4 panels all together. So I love these curtains. If you guys, again, have been watching, you already know which ones I've used. But I love these curtains. They're so pretty. They're such great quality in my opinion. And I don't know, I'm just drawn to them. They just call me whenever I see them. So I picked up 2 packets, which has 2 panels inside of each of them. They're phenomenal, and they're $14.99. Like, you cannot beat that price for curtains, especially 2 panels in a packet. That's amazing. So I picked up these, gonna add to the ones inside of the living room and then add to the ones in my bedroom and my son's bedroom. So that'll get pretty much all the curtains upstairs. It will get all the curtains upstairs finished, and it'll also get all of the curtains, my lighting has changed, can you tell? And it'll get the curtains in the living room finished up. The only other curtains that I needed to make sure that I had were some for the dining room. You guys have seen if you have not seen my video on my Ikea cart versus the Michaels cart versus the Target cart, you're gonna know that I'm a little bit obsessed with the carts at the moment. I'm finding new ways to be able to really play with them and use them for either decorative pieces or using them for different types of organizations, whether it be for office supplies, whether it be for my actual like school things, whether it be for like my makeup and that kind of thing. But I also wanted to get another one for my classroom. So that means I'm gonna have 2 of them in my classroom. And I ended up going with, it's like a creamy color. You guys see it? And the purpose of this cart is going to be revealed next week. So you're gonna have to just watch the vlog next week and check out how I'm going to be using this cart. But I am very, very excited about it. No, it was not my original idea. I actually stole it from another teacher that was at my school. So much love to her if she's watching this. Thank you so much for the idea. I'm so excited to put it together. So check out the vlog next week, guys, because I will show you how I'm going to be using this. But I did purchase another one for the classroom. The last thing that I'm really, really, really excited about, and this is the final purchase that I made, other than like ice cream and hot dogs and cinnamon rolls when you go to Ikea, are the hanging pots. I don't quite know the name of them. Let me try and show you. Hold on. So I got 2 different sizes, and this is what they look like. They're cream with kind of this black like iron to be able to hold them up. You put them on rods and they hang down. But what I'm planning on doing is I'm on either side of the window that's in the kitchen, and this is like my small window. I want to hang up 2 on one side, 2 on the other side. Use these to be able to put my herbs. So I want to have herbs inside of the side of the kitchen just because I'm really excited to be able to start to grow and maintain some of those. And so I bought these. I got 2 of the big ones that will actually fit about 3 little pots inside of it. And then I got a total of 8 of these, which are just your smaller versions. So along with these, you also have to buy the hooks, which the hooks are not very expensive at all. So I bought a bunch of the hooks that will go on the rod and it will hook to this to hang them up. I'm hoping that I will be able to show you what this looks like a little bit later on tonight. If not, you guys are gonna have to wait till next week. I'm very, very excited about this. I think it's gonna look absolutely beautiful in there. It's gonna add so much green. It's really gonna give the wall a little bit of character, which I'm excited about. I don't know. This was kind of the big splurge that I did when I went to Ikea, is getting these. Because these are actually a little bit more, they're way more expensive than what the, like the silver kind. It kind of matches, where did those things go? There's like the silver version that looks like this that you can get, and those are much cheaper when you go to Ikea. But I ended up going with this version. But I'm really, really excited about it. So I think it's gonna be beautiful. All right, bus is about to come in a little bit for Ian. It is Friday, so I'm sure he is very excited, but he's gonna be coming. I need to sort this mess out, and then I also want to show you guys what I've been doing for the classroom. So not to hate on anyone else, but I am so excited my husband decided to do this. So while everyone else brought their cars to go and pick up their children, my husband decided to take an umbrella. I love it. So there he is, waiting for the bus with his umbrella. But you know, some of the best moments were like for me as I was growing up and I had to ride the bus and like walk. I remember loving walking in the rain because it was so fun. Like you just, I don't know, it's exciting, it's different, it's fun. Especially when you're hot. Walk in the rain and it's fun. I know it's hot today, y'all. My poor husband's probably getting soaked because the wind is crazy. Is it raining still?
No. 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 Mom,
Yeah.
next time. See that?
Alright, well let's go back inside. I need to go print out my stuff so I can show you guys what I've been up to. Before I get ready to end the video and get it ready to post up for tomorrow, I really wanted to show you guys something that I started working on Friday night. I had this little bit of inspiration because I saw another teacher at my school that started doing these little boxes. Let me show you what I am talking about. So this is gonna be familiar to so many of you, especially if you are on Instagram and you follow such amazing teachers on Instagram. But this is like a little box. I picked mine up at Michael's and I really like them. Inside of it, there are, I think there's 16 of them. Yeah, there's 16 little boxes, and the boxes look like this. They're like 4 by 6. It's meant to hold large photo or craft keeper inside of them. They're 4 by 6. They're great. They're clear. They have a little snap so it closes and it stays shut. They're really nice. Everyone has been using these as far as like teachers that I've seen on Instagram and that I follow. But here's the thing. Let me talk to you a little bit about how they're using it. I'm going to use mine as a little stand. So I know I've seen a ton of teachers that are using these little boxes that are using it for putting in like their editing for their writing boxes. They put in little kind of notes in there to be able to use it. They put different reminders. Some people are using it for task cards. Some people are using it for reading and being able to use it as a resource for reading. Some of it use it as crafts. Like there's so many different ways that you can actually use this. I got inspired because I've seen quite a number that are using it for highlighters. And I said, you know what, that's a really, really good idea. But when I saw it for only writing. But let me tell you guys, like I am one that believes that I don't think that one thing should only hold one single purpose. I think it should have multiple purposes. If it doesn't have multiple purposes, then you shouldn't have it inside of your classroom, because don't nobody have enough room to have 1,500 different little bitty things inside of their room. So one thing needs to have a really big impact and a real good purpose to it. Here's what I decided to do it. With that whole all-purpose feel, I decided to create an all-purpose highlighter toolkit. I was really excited about this because I said, you know what, not only do I use highlighters when I'm editing, but I also use it when I'm teaching about text-dependent analysis. I use it when I'm teaching about answering word problems. I teach it when I'm talking about using it for close reading in an informational text, close reading in a literature text. There are so many different ways that I actually use these that I wanted to make these all-purpose, not just one purpose, but for the kids to really be able to see that highlighters are not just meant for only editing. They're meant for a wide range as a really great tool to help them be able to understand something a little bit better. So along with these are kind of the little covers that they're gonna go get cut out, and I'm gonna show you how this looks in just a second because I have to laminate them. But this is gonna be the little cover to the boxes. And then inside of the boxes, not only will there be highlighters, but there's also gonna be codes. Keys. There's gonna be some keys. And they're gonna look like this. This is one of them. And this is for editing your writing. So each one stands for something very specific. So the yellow highlighter is gonna stand for reread. So if they notice that when they're editing with their partner, that there's a spot that they don't quite understand, that they need to clarify just a little bit, then maybe they just need to reread it. Orange is gonna stand for spelling, blue is gonna stand for a capital letter needs to go here. So these are gonna get cut out and put placed inside of it. Well, not only is editing for writing gonna go in there, but also for close reading for an informational text. So that when we're going through and we're really dissecting an informational, I had to break up a fight. Okay, so not only are we going to be able to use these highlighters for editing writing, but we're also going to be able to use them for close reading and an informational text. because when I'm sitting down with kids in a small group and we have some type of an informational text that we're really starting to dissect, I have them break out these highlighters and once again use them as a learning tool so that they can identify different pieces of it, but they're also looking for details. They're looking for structure to be able to help identify that main idea. There's so many different possibilities for these. So again, they have a little key here. The next one we have is close reading for a literature text. So this is going to be able for them, like for yellow, a spot where they're going to infer or they're going to predict something. Blue can be a connection that they're making to it. So as they're going through and they're reading something, they say, you know what, I really have this connection with this, because I remember that I used to do this. They could highlight that section in that text. If they're going through and they find a question that they have about something or maybe about a character, they can highlight that section with the color green to show that they have a question in that particular part in the text. So all of these, and then there's other ones, but I'm not quite done with them. I have some for like testing, I have some for math problems, and then I also have another one for that I'm working on for text-dependent analysis. Unfortunately, I can't seem to remember everything right now, and I have to kind of look through some of my papers, but those will definitely be up. I am gonna go ahead and have this posted so you guys can go ahead and start breaking these out, because I feel like at the very beginning of the year, you're really going to use the literature one for sure, and then you're also going to want to use the editing in your writing. Now, use these and introduce one at a time. I wouldn't try to throw all of them at them at one time. I would say, you know what, guys, we're just going to look at capital letters and punctuations today. So I want you to practice that with your editing partner. You're going to take out your partner's writing, and you're going to use blue to really look for parts that need to have a capital letter. You're going to use green to show where they missed a punctuation mark. Slowly introduce it. Don't give them all of the colors at one time, because it's going to be color overload and you're going to have a rainbow paper at the very end of it. Not the kind of rainbow that you want to see, but the crazy rainbow where it's just a big huge hot colored mess and you're not going to be able to decipher anything. So show these and introduce these to them little by little and let them get comfortable with a couple of colors at a time, and then you can have them by the end of it, by the end of this first semester, you can have them using all of those colors. So I am going to have this posted up in my store so that you guys can go and grab it and get started on creating these. I'm so excited about creating them, and I'm going to show you guys what they look like once they're put together. So I am not going to laminate these just because, I don't know, I'm not going to laminate them. I'm going to see how it goes, or maybe I will laminate them. I'm going to laminate them. Never mind, I changed my mind. So I'm going to laminate these, and then I'm also going to laminate these just so that I can have a little bit of durability to it. And if you end up wanting to keep it inside of this big beautiful case that you are now propped up on top of, you have like the big full sheet version so that you can just slap it to the case, and then you can pull that toolkit out every single time that they need to be able to use it. So let's take it to laminating so that I can put one of these little boxes together for you guys. Yeah? Huh? Love you, baby. Ooh, big burp. Say excuse me.
That is white.
Say excuse me.
Excuse me, that is white.
That was not Sprite. You did not drink any Sprite.
Like nothing. Nothing.
Showing off for the camera? Yeah?
Yeah!
So here's the finished product. I'm really happy with how it all came out. I really like the bright colors against the black. I think it just really pops. I like the highlighters down at the bottom. I'm really happy with my little product that I made. So the cover has been laminated. I just adhered it using some clear tape because that was all I had here. And I was afraid to hot glue it, so I don't know how long it's gonna last like that. We'll end up seeing. But there's the cover itself, and then when you pop it open, on the inside you see the markers. For some reason I only had yellow, green, and pink. I thought I had ordered other colors. Blaine is so loud. There should be a total of 6 different colors. I'm not going to stress too much, but I will end up getting some hopefully this weekend to be able to pack them in. And then when you take out the markers, inside of it they're going to see these little this ring. So they're all kind of put together using the little ring here, which will keep it organized, and then they can just look for exactly what they want to use it for. So if they're using it for editing their writing, if they're doing a close read with informational text or a close read for literature text, and then they can use the colors correctly based on what each color represents. So it keeps it all in one place. It has a multi-purpose, so it's used all year long, not for just one thing, but for multiple different curriculum areas, which I'm really excited about. So if you are wanting to get this, just know that there are only 3 of them that are complete right now. I do have the cover complete, and then you can go ahead and start working on these, which I'm very excited about. But I will leave a link so that you guys can go and check this out in my store if you're interested in having these inside of your classroom. But I'm really excited. So I have a lot of work to do getting all of these together, and I also have to get dinner together. It's finally stopped raining, so it's actually starting to get brighter outside. It was really dark just a minute ago. It goes on and off, on and off. Anyways, I am gonna go ahead and end my vlog here, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this week's video. Stay tuned next week to be able to see the kitchen and to also be able to see what is it that I'm doing with that Ikea cart in my classroom now that I have a second one. So I will show it to you guys next week, I totally promise. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, guys. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys next week.